What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Q. It's Big Friendly. This is Real Spit. Welcome to day one. Let's get it. So I guess we got to start going into the crazy shit that apparently has been happening forever in Hollyweird. Nikelodeon. Dan Nasty Ass Schnider.
Perverted motherfucker.
I don't understand, man. I guess it's not for us to understand because we ain't nasty motherfucking pedophiles.
I just don't. My thing is, like, now after watching Quiet on Set, the documentary, and fucking thinking about when I was watching some of those shows when my daughters were 2 and 3 and 4 fucking years old and shit. And always thought, like, hindsight's always 20/20. You know how you see something you think, like, there's something not right, but you can't put your finger on it.
Dude, I never looked in depth at that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what
You
I'm
gotta remember, a
saying.
lot of those shows I never watched
I
because
know.
because I had boys, and then my daughter, really wasn't into those shows when she, she was growing up so much. You know what I mean? A little bit. She more was into what the boys like. You know what I mean? My daughter, Kayla's favorite movie when she was a kid was Friday. So,
Yeah, I know. So it's crazy when I've been watching that stuff. And the shit it's crazy. Like, everything, like, when it was Diddy and it was about Diddy, that shit was everywhere, splashed everywhere. The Dan Schnider shit, it's not like it was splashed like Diddy.
No. And it should be.
It should be. So to me, it's like, who is this dude? This guy we used to watch back in the 80s on Head of the Class.
Yeah, that's a trip. It's a trip, is that he was the fat dude from Head of the Class.
The real brainy tech guy.
Yeah, man.
And now you see
all that shit with the feet fetish stuff on camera and the spraying, putting gunk on their face like they're getting a money shot. Like, dude, again, when it's presented to you like that and you see it and you think about it in that context, like, you know what I mean? Like, I never watched Nickelodeon thinking, like, oh man, there's like sexual, you know what I'm saying? There's like sexual stuff going on that, it's like kind of like it's there, but it's not there. I never looked at it like that because, you know what I mean? Because I was never a kid actor. I didn't know any kid actors. You know what I mean? So you only know so much about Hollywood until now that everybody's starting to talk.
I knew one kid actor.
Yeah, Bryce Beckham
from Wesley from Mr. Belvedere. At Hill Junior High School. But I'm saying, but he wasn't. I mean,
I've never heard nothing about kids on Mr. Belvedere.
No, but I'm saying, but he wasn't. He wasn't. It's like, it's hard to explain. Like, you know how it is, bro. You walk into a class and you sit down in the class, and you look over to you, and it's the kid that you watch on TV once a week.
Right.
But the first thing I say is, Wesley, nah, Bryce. He was cool as shit. He wasn't.
He just happened to be on TV.
He just happened to be on TV.
Actually, I take that back. I knew a kid actor, but he wasn't as famous as Bryce Beckham. But he was like an extra on a.
What's up, Bryce? Bobby Taylor, Hill Junior High School. You know what I'm saying?
The Golden Child. He was like an extra in the Golden Child. Like when there was a kids on the basketball court in the very beginning, he was one of the kids. I remember he had like a non-speaking role as a sick kid who died on St. Elsewhere. His name was Kareem Clark, because his dad was a teacher at our school, Mr. Clark. But yeah, that's the only. But I mean, again, oh yeah, and him and his brother were on Webster. So they did little shit, but he wasn't like a featured actor in anything. He just did little cameos here and there, But I never heard nothing about no shit like that. Back then when I was a kid, Nickelodeon was all about, what was the name of that show where they slimed everybody?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I was just thinking about that right now.
Slimed everybody, and it was like the oldest there was like the older girl and the older guy, and they were probably like 16, 17, and the rest were like younger
Yeah.
kids. Yeah, I can't remember the name of that show, but it was like every time they say something,
A certain word.
yeah.
It's funny you say that because I was just thinking about the name of that while you were talking.
I used
like,
to watch that and Double Dare. Double Dare was my
Dare.
shit.
Me too. Like, once again, you guys got Wi-Fi. You guys can watch anything you want. When Nickelodeon came out, I had just got cable in my room.
Little black box.
Little black box. And
Shit, I didn't even have it in the room. We had it in the front room.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I had just first got it in my cable in my bedroom. Because like before, only your mom's TV had cable. You watched everything your mom wanted to watch unless she was at work or in bed or gone. Yeah. So I had just finally got cable in my bedroom.
I never had cable in my bedroom until I was an adult and had my own place.
That's what I'm saying. So to me, I was like 13. So I remember watching.
I thought I was pimping with a VCR in my room.
Yeah, I remember watching Nickelodeon in my room and watching that show and watching that shit and just thinking like, damn, man, that's crazy. Because you know me, I'm a weird person. So when I watch movies and I see all that sticky shit and certain stuff fall on people, right. I'm like, you know me, I'd have to run to the shower immediately. Cut. All right, I'm gone. I'd start hyperventilating. It didn't look
like a pleasant experience.
No, that's what I'm saying. So,
but I'm not gonna lie, man. I wanted to go on Double Dare so bad. Double Dare was my shit. Like I wanted to go on Double Dare so bad, and I just never.
Was that the one where they had the family?
It was like a game show, and you kids would like compete in all these different,
crawl and jump through the wall that moved. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I never knew the name of that one.
That shit looked so fun.
Yeah, it'd be like your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister.
If you win, I don't remember if it was money or they gave you prizes or I forget, dude, because it was, shit, that was probably, what, 40 years ago now? That was
in like 88, 89.
Yeah, it was earlier than that.
Was it?
It was earlier than that. It was like 84 or 85.
Oh, when it first started.
Yeah, like when I was little and watching it.
Well, 88, 89. I'm saying when I was watching it in my room,
it was a teenager.
Like, when I started watching it in my room, it was like 88, 87, 88.
Yeah, see, again, in the late 80s, I was a teenager. I wasn't watching Nickelodeon no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, by then, I was into, like, staying up late and watching Friday night videos and Pump It Up and all that shit on Friday and Saturday nights. I'd watch all that shit that came on, like, the last couple of shows at night before.
Remember the box?
Yeah, I remember the box.
You would just watch it, and every once in a while, because you had to call. The box was a video station where you would call in, and you would have to pay to watch a video. But if you left it on, every once in a while, it would just play a video. When somebody ordered a video, it would play. So if you just left it on, videos would play because other people were ordering it. It was called The Box. I remember that because that's the first time I ever seen Bone Thugs and Harmony, Thuggish Ruggish Bones. But the Nickelodeon thing, it's like when you start breaking down hip hop and Hollyweird, and you start really stepping back and you start peeling the layers and opening the curtain, whatever, faux pas, whatever you want to say, it's a fucking dirty game, bro. And it's like a sexual thing.
It's like an onion that's rotten on the inside. You have to get past those first few layers, and then you realize it's nasty.
It's mush. It's not worth the time or day.
Again, people
people
will put themselves through the most ridiculous shit to become famous and rich. You know what I mean? Like Cat Williams said, I was just unwilling to give up my virgin hole.
And it's so, once again, it's so crazy. When it's so crazy.
If that's the passcode, I don't want in the door.
If that's crazy how he does this interview, he says all this shit. Not one person ever said he was lying. They just were like, oh, he's this, he's a hater, he's this. Okay.
Well, like Cedric, kind of, a few people like made like one tweet or something like, oh, whatever, this and that, like kind of disputing it, but not really like, that shit is wrong. He's lying. Like, you know what I mean?
Wait till I see you, motherfucker. We gonna...
Nobody. So, obviously, he was speaking a lot of truth. Cat Williams can't, like he can be annoying, even if he's right. So, like the difference between that interview with Shannon Sharp and the Joe Rogan interview. The Joe Rogan interview was like watching fucking paint dry.
What about the one?
It's like they had like Cat really didn't really want to be there. Didn't
No,
seem like
you
at
know,
all.
he just wanted that money or
And
something.
he wasn't even like trying to be funny about anything. At least on Shannon Sharp, he was spitting truth, but he was being funny as fuck about it.
Even the Willie D one, the Willie D episode, he didn't seem to. The Willie D interview.
Like he just wasn't into it. He knew that Shannon Sharp one was going to blow up. He knew it.
Well, it's always that one thing. The first thing is always gonna do better. It's like the first when you do something first, that's gonna. It's kind of like the guy who was on the skateboard with the Ocean Spray Cranberry, who went viral doing that, and then everybody was doing it after that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I totally
But the
get it.
first person does it. So, man, when Cat fucking pulls that curtain open, and he was like, "Come look."
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Come look, look. Then a month later, if chips weren't falling, then they raid Diddy house, this Dan Schnider shit, and it's like, here's always
and
my
that's
thing.
the iceberg, though, dude.
Yeah, here's always my thing, and here's my thing.
And it goes deeper than entertainment. I'll let you finish, but it goes deeper than entertainment, man. It goes into politics. It goes into royalty. It is a cold fucking game. But go ahead.
Here's my thing. These were kids. Where the fuck were the parents? Like I always even with the even with the Michael Jackson shit, even with all that, regardless if Michael Jackson did it or not, I have my opinion. I personally think whatever. I think Michael foul, but whatever. I still love the man's music. God rest his soul. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Michael. Where the fuck were the parents? When you look at the shit with R. Kelly, if that's true, where the fuck were the parents? You look at this shit with Dan Schnider.
When you watch Surviving R. Kelly, a lot of those parents took a check and were cool.
Exactly.
And you're pieces of shit. You're worse than him. You should be in there with him. You know what I mean? Those are your babies. And for money and fame, you let this man diddle your kid, man.
Didn't one of them, the father, played, guitar or bass on, some of his albums?
Yeah. One of them. Yeah, something like that. I watched it when it first came out. I ain't watched it since.
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah, it was something like that. And it's like...
The little girl he peed on, I
The
believe.
fuck is wrong with you?
I believe it was the little girl he peed on.
Yeah, I think it might have been. It might have been. But... And I know why the shit is hitting you hard, because you have daughters. I have a daughter. So I can't imagine. You know what I mean? What I would do if my kid was in the entertainment industry and I found out somebody was doing something, because I wouldn't be that parent that was just like, oh, okay, go ahead, just take my kid wherever you want.
Nah, fuck
do what you want. No, I'm chaperone like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm there every day. No, she ain't taking off her shoes for you, motherfucker. What's wrong with you?
Dan Schnider.
Dan Schnider he'd have caught a fucking family meal. If he asked my daughter to take her shoes off and walk around. It's like, you nasty motherfucker. Here, taste my feet.
In that fucking documentary talking about he made that little 14-year-old bend over the desk
and act like she was getting sodomized.
Oh my fuck. Do you know, if my daughter's a grown woman now, both of them. If they told me that's something today, I'd still go to his house and beat the shit out of him.
And you'd be lucky to get just that.
And I'm going to jail. And pray to God their response time is quick. Because at that point, I'm in for a penny, I'm in for a pound. I already showed up expecting to go to jail, expecting to be shot, expecting to be tased. But as long as I get a pound of flesh off your ass.
Oh, he got many pounds of flesh to take, too.
You see what I'm saying? I'd have to take that, though. Whatever the cops give me, I'd have to take it, because then I'd have to tell the cops, hey, man, which one of you motherfuckers is a parent? Who has daughters?
I got fucking allergies coming through that fucking window a little bit. But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not even fathomable, my bad, to me, how a parent could be that, you know what I mean? Not even ignorant, just complicit. It's not the oblivious ones. You know what I mean? They're complicit too in a different way, but the ones that actually, like, they really know some foul shit's going on, they might not even know what it is. but they want them checks to keep rolling in. That's the foul shit. That's where you see motherfucking child stars today that are all fucked up. Orlando Brown, that dude, what? And he said things that he, if you haven't noticed, you know what I'm saying, the lights are on, ain't nobody home.
Oh no,
ain't nobody home. And if there is somebody home, you're still a damn good actor because you're doing a good job looking like there's something wrong with you. There obviously is. The dude was obviously abused.
Yeah, drugs.
You know what I mean? Drugs, sexual abuse. Probably why he delved into the drugs. You know what I mean? Same thing with the dude that he was on that stupid show. I just seen clips of it, but Raz B from B2K. He's another one. He's all fucked up in the head, talked and said some shit like, I'm just like, I wanted to be a child star so bad. I wanted to act. I wanted to do music, all of that shit. I'm kind of glad I didn't. You know what I mean? I did shit. I mean, I know no matter what age it was, you know what I mean? I'm not sucking your dick to be famous. But, at the same time, it's like,
that's what I got to do
like
to be
with
famous.
Diddy, they drug motherfuckers.
If that's what I got to do to be famous, where's the mop and broom? I'll sweep the hallway.
Diddy's drugging motherfuckers, and and not just Diddy. Apparently, they do this in the industry. They'll drug you, have motherfuckers run a train on you, and then when you go to sign the contract, you don't even know this happened.
Yeah.
And the contract is boo boo, and you're like, I ain't signing this. Oh, watch this video.
Yeah,
yes, you are signing
that.
this.
Yeah, I was telling you about that.
Like,
I'd have to kill him.
Everybody in the room.
Everybody
that touched me, the motherfucker holding the camera, the one whose idea was.
Instant serial killer.
They have to go.
And then I'd walk.
I'm sorry, I'm no killer. I never killed nobody in my life. I promise you. But
exactly. And then I'm walking in the precinct.
That would be happily my first.
Then I'm walking in the precinct with that tape, and I'm pleading temporary insanity.
I'm not pleading shit. I walk right in there, or I just sit there with the tape in my hand, waiting for the police to. Yeah, I just killed these motherfuckers. You need to. Why? This is why.
They drugged me.
They drugged me and they raped me. I could not live my life knowing that they were still walking around after doing that to me.
And they were trying to use it to blackmail me.
I don't give a fuck how you tried to use it.
No, but I'm saying that's what
point is you did it.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, no, exactly. But
now it makes sense. But here's the funny thing. So
red motherfucking rum. I'm telling
you. So how we got the name Real Spit Dun from the Boondocks, Gangstalicious. And they were because Gangstalicious was an undercover gay rapper, but that's why the
Gangstalicious. That is not gangster. That is very not gangster.
When the dude was trying to kill him because it turned out to be his fucking lover, you know what I'm saying? But it's funny because when you
that thug in love.
Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes.
A pimp named Slickback cannot endorse this idea. I take a lot of things over a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Money every time. A turkey sandwich with nothing but tomato.
He said, but a homie can't
you're a fucking idiot. You're a fool.
He said a homie can't get a goddamn thing unless he want to dress up and walk that stroll.